you have any more those? Because, yeah, I need one. And, okay, my mom said that she'd give me one, but she hasn't. And it's been like 3 days.
A folder? I'm out of folders.
It's okay, Katie.
I am so sorry. Like, they're literally all gone. Okay. Yesterday, we talked about taking a sentence and writing down mathematically what it means, and they all involved inequalities. We are doing the same thing today, however, we have more of a tangible scenario. I know you're not eating in my classroom where I don't allow eating to happen. Stuff it in your mouth and don't do it again. Okay. We are going to take a tangible situation, a real life situation. We are going to write down what our variable means. We're going to set up the inequality, and bonus, we're going to solve it. Okay? So, whoops. This is obviously a made up scenario. This is not how Dr. Rickley functions. But let's read the made up scenario. The school, not our school, will not announce a snow day unless there is at least 10 inches of snow on the ground. It has already snowed 1.5 inches. How much more must it snow before school is canceled? Okay, this is not how things work, but just we're going to go with it. Now, I know some of you can just like think about it in your head, but what we need to be able to do is express this inequality and then solve it. Can you stop? Thanks. What is it that we are looking for? What do we not know? Okay. So how many inches of more snow, right? Okay. Now, we know we need at least 10. What does at least 10 mean? Greater than or equal to 10. Okay. Now, it has already snowed 1.5 inches. And it is going to snow X number of inches more. What operation needs to go in between? There is snow on the ground, and then more snow will be added to it. Yeah. Okay, how do we solve it? Okay. So first of all, like I'm just going to box this for me. You don't need to. This is priority right now. We need to be able to set it up. Okay. Priority number 2, let's solve the inequality. Okay. So you're saying we need to subtract 1.5. So X is greater than or equal to 8.5. Okay. Okay, what does this mean? This means we need at least 8.5 inches of snow. Okay, I need you to be able to write the inequality and then solve it. Not just solve it. I can't have just that. I need write it, then solve it. Okay? Okay. Read through number 9. All right. Now, what are we looking for? What's the x? I'm like giving it to you guys. How many hours he can tutor? Okay, now, it says she can pay him no more than $420 a month. No more than $420. That's going to mean no more than. So what's not more than? Less than or equal to 420. Okay? Now, if we know that Jack charges $35 per hour, what do we need to do? What operation do we need to do with 35 and x? 35 per multiplication. So it's 35x. $35 per hour. We're multiplying 35 and x. Okay, so there, priority number 1, we got it set up. How do we solve it? Divide by 35 to get x is less than or equal to what? 12. And what does 12 mean? Okay, 12 hours of tutoring. Okay. So she can afford no more than 12 hours of tutoring. If Jack tutors her son for 10 hours, are we safe?
Yes.
Yes, because that's less than or equal to 12. What?
She needs tutor her own son for free.
Well, if the man's the busy guy.
Tutor for free?
Never mind.
Okay.
I made sense.
Oh, that is really cheap.
This is cheap.
Because I
Have you used the tutor before?
tutor currently.
How much is
For money?
No, for free.
Outside of the school day,
How much?
I tutor some high school kids.
How much?
Really? How much?
More than $35.
Wait, how much? How much?
More than $35.
I'm like 50 an hour.
Okay. The Parkview Middle School football team will be playing in the state championship. The coach has free tickets that he will be distributing to his 52 players. He would like to give each player at least 3 tickets. What are we looking for? How many tickets? Okay, now, he wants to give each player at least 3. At least means what? Greater than or equal to 3. At least 3. Greater than or equal to 3. Now, he's going to take the free tickets and distribute them to his 52 players. What operation does that mean? If I'm taking a chunk of items and I'm distributing them. Dividing. If I have 20 M&Ms and I want to distribute them evenly to these 2 fellas, how many do they get each?
10.
What? That went well. Okay, so we're going to take our tickets and, we're going to take our tickets and we're going to divide them amongst our 52 players. Are you back and staying? Okay. Okay, can you solve this one for me, please?
Yeah.
They each get half a penny.
That's a lot of pennies. This guy's a lot of tickets. How many radio contests do you have to enter to get this one?
No, they're like given to him.
But you know how many tickets that is? That's a lot of tickets.
How many is it? I'm asking.
Oh, I already know.
How many?
156 tickets.
Channing says 156. Okay. 156 tickets.
I didn't know what question you asked.
It's okay.
Or he just won the lottery.
So, I guess maybe you need to think of it this way. If he wants each player to have 3 tickets, he needs to request at least 156 tickets from whatever venue to give out to his players. So that way maybe, like if my son was playing in a football game and I got 3 tickets, then me, my husband, and my other son could go
Oh,
watch.
you didn't bring me?
No. All right, we're going to skip 11. We're going to look at 12. You guys are kind of ornery today.
What's that?
I'll talk to them.
Ornery? Mischievous?
What is that?
Like, Matthew.
What is that face?
All right. Caitlin works a part-time job. Ooh. Some of you are very close to being old enough to work a part-time job. Some of you might be old enough to work a part-time job. And it pays $55 a week. Caitlin has already saved $120 towards the purchase of a new iPad that costs $450. Voices. How many weeks must she work in order to have more than the amount of the iPad? So first of all, let's define our variable. Our variable X. What does X stand for?
Week she has to work.
Week she has to work.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. She wants to have more than the cost of the iPad.
Working the Apple Store.
So greater than 450. Now, I need to figure out what goes here. What needs to be greater than 450? Well, I have 2 other numbers. What'd you say? Okay, we need to add 2 things together. So she already has $120 saved. Plus, she's going to make $55 per week. How do I write that? $55 per week.
You write
55x. Okay, so there is our inequality. Now we got to solve it.
Where's your background?
So I can subtract 120 so that 55x is greater than 330.
Wait, it's 330.
But then when we divide by 55, what is it?
Yeah, 6.
So she needs to work more than 6 weeks, according to our inequality. So if she works exactly 6 weeks, she'll have the exact amount of money. But the way this is worded, it sounds like she wants to have more than the amount. She wants to have more than what she needs so that she has some money left over. So she needs to work more than 6 weeks. Okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to turn to page 21. Okay, now there are 8 problems on page 21, and I don't want you to do all of them. I for sure want you to do both number 15 and number 16.
Is this
Yep. It's your assignment. And then you're going to choose 3 from numbers 9 through 14. So you're going to do a total of 5, but you're going to choose 3 of these problems and do both of these. Does that make sense?